Today marks 3 years since the first COVID case was reported in Onondaga County. Dr. Stephen Thomas from Upstate has kept us informed along the way. He recently spoke with Christy and me about where things stand now and how we're moving forward through this pandemic.
He has been with us throughout the pandemic, helping us understand COVID and everything related to it.
So let's welcome back Upstate Global Health Director and Infectious Diseases Expert. You know him, Dr. Stephen Thomas. Dr. Thomas, good to see you again. Thanks for joining us here tonight.
Thanks for having me.
As we mark 3 years of COVID, where do you think we did well with the response to the pandemic? Let's start there.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's already been 3 years. No, I think the first thing was that we recognized that very early on that the virus was going to make its way to central New York and we needed to prepare. I think that the city and the county and the local healthcare establishment communicated very well early on, setting up testing capabilities, drive-through testing. I think that was great. Obviously, Dr. Middleton and his team and Quadrant Biosciences getting the saliva-based diagnostics in place was huge, not just for SUNY system, but for the area. The Global Health Group, which, you know, we have a lot of very experienced people who've been testing vaccines and drugs for a long time. We were in a very good spot to receive the call from Pfizer and participate in a very big way. So those are a few of the areas.
The pluses, and we all know the beauty of hindsight.
Yes.
As we take a look back, where were some of the areas of improvement?
Yeah, I think, so speaking nationally, because I think we did a pretty good job of this locally, and you all were part of it, was communication. So I think nationally we were scientists and clinicians and the government, I think that we were challenged in communicating very complex scientific concepts and medical concepts to the general population at large, and I think it created some confusion, and it had people kind of guessing who am I supposed to listen to? This seems confusing, it seems conflicting, and I just think that is an area, and I'm not the only one who thinks this, that is an area that we really need to be introspective about, and we really need to improve upon, is how do we have a more accessible and productive conversation with the general public.
Are you seeing any signs of areas that we need to improve? Are we doing it yet, or are we still got to do that?
Yeah, well, again, I think locally we did a very good job at that. That's I'm a little biased, I guess, but I think that we were in very frequent contact with the community. We listened to the community, right? You would receive emails and questions, and we would talk about them, right? And then we would give them feedback. But again, I think at a national level, there still is a lot of work that has to be done.
All right, we took a look back. We'll take a look ahead. You seen any new strains?
Yeah, I mean, knock on wood, this XBB strain has really kind of entrenched itself, and it has been the predominant strain nationally, but also certainly locally. And the longer that can stay predominant and it not change again, the better position that we're going to be in. So right now, fingers crossed, it's XBB.
Got about 30 seconds left. I keep hearing this question from people. What's our next shot? When's our next shot? Will there be a next shot?
Yeah, I don't know. So right now the latest shot is the bivalent vaccine, but we're still waiting for the FDA and NIH and other federal health agencies to kind of figure out what the process is going to be for identifying what those new ingredients need to be, and to kind of roll this out like flu in an annual way.
Dr. Thomas, we always appreciate, having such an incredible resource
and
like
your guidance through the best and the worst of times.
Yeah, I don't think you were, you kind of understated and underplayed how important you were to all of us here locally in getting out that information clearly, accurately, repeatedly during this past 3 years. And we'll continue to lean on you, because we know COVID's still around. We're in a different phase, but it's still around. So thank you so much for
tremendous appreciation for you, Doctor. Thank you.
I've enjoyed our partnership.
Thank you, sir.